All right, so you probably couldn't solve this question. Let's do it together, and hopefully you'll understand everything by the end of the explanation part. So, in order to differentiate this function right there, first of all, I have a square root. And as we agreed before, the first thing we do is we change this square root to a power of half. So this is me rewriting the function. Just now, y is equal, instead of the root, I put a bracket with the power of half. That's just rewriting the function. Now to start getting the derivative, so I have a bracket with the power, and in order to derive that, I'll need to multiply this power at the very beginning. So I'll put half, open the bracket, then secant x to the power of 3. Everything inside the bracket remains as it is. Then I subtract 1 from the power, so I'll have negative half. Now the chain rule here says that I'm supposed to multiply then by the derivative of what's inside. So the derivative of secant is secant x to the power of 3 tan to the power to x to the power of 3. So the derivative of secant is sec tan, if you remember. Now there's a silly tiny trick here where I'm supposed to still get the derivative of the angle, as I did not derive the angle yet. So I'm supposed to multiply here by the derivative of x to the power of 3, which will become 3x power 2. You're done with the deriving now. All what you need to do is to reorder this thing in the right way. So this is still y dash. Now since this bracket here has a negative power, I'll need to move the entire bracket down to change the negative power from negative to positive. And I have already 2 down here. So I'll put the 1 as it is and then over 2. And then this bracket will go down with a positive power. So it's to the power of half now. Everything else will remain as it is. What I can do though, still, is I can multiply this 3x to the power of 2 and put it at the very beginning over here, and I can actually take this whole thing and multiply it by 1 there, which means instead of the 1, I'll multiply 1 times sine x to the power of 3 times tan x to the power of 3 times 3x squared, which means I'll have 3x squared first, then secant x to the power of 3, then tan x to the power of 3, and all of this is still over 2. Then I'll change this power of half to a root, and I'll make it root secant x power 3. That's it. You're done.